Hello, everybody. My name is Hayne Mach, and this is my informative speech. Today, my audience is going to be my parents.
Hello.
Hello.
So without further ado, let me pull up my presentation. So the topic that I chose today is antibiotic resistance. So what is antibiotic resistance? What is the impact of overusing antibiotics, and how can you properly prevent antibiotic-resistant bacteria? So first, let's learn about how antibiotics work. Antibiotics are intended to kill bacteria in your body, and in many cases, antibiotics work naturally with your immune system to help fight and prevent further infections. They also, in many cases, make surgeries and other medical procedures more accessible and safe for immunocompromised people. How does antibiotic resistance happen? The body doesn't become resistant to the antibiotic. It's the bacteria in your body that does. Bacteria are living things and have genetic information so that they have genes and they can develop resistant genes to antibiotics. When the gene is passed down to the next generation through binary fission, the new bacteria also has the same antibiotic resistant gene. How have antibiotics been overused? Misuse of antibiotics has made it easier for resistant strains of bacteria to develop and spread. In many cases, healthcare professionals don't properly prescribe antibiotics to people, which can cause problems to get worse. Antibiotics are used in large amounts for agricultural purposes, which in some cases can lead to resistant bacteria contaminating food products like salmonella. So how could this possibly affect you? How big is the problem? The issue is worldwide. With the spread of people being able to move from place to place and travel large distances, it's made it easy for resistant strains to travel all across the world. In the United States, over 25,000 people die a year to resistant strains of bacteria. Any person can be a victim of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. How can it affect a person individually? A person is more likely to be hospitalized when they are infected with a resistant strain of bacteria. A person can a lot of times expect a higher hospital bill because basic antibiotics are ineffective against treating the resistant strains, and it in many cases makes medical procedures more dangerous to the person. How much longer can we possibly fight antibiotic resistance? With more antibiotic strains emerging, it makes many antibiotics ineffective, and treating patients is much harder. Without proper treatment, the resistant strains will infect more people, and if we can't use antibiotics to treat infections, death rates and infection rates will increase exponentially, and it will pose a major threat to the modern world. How could this possibly be prevented? The only way that this can be easily prevented is to properly use antibiotic products. You should only use antibiotic products if prescribed by a medical professional, and you should always make sure to properly dispose of them afterwards. Never share leftover antibiotics with someone. And make sure you follow your doctor's advice when using antibiotic products. How to prevent further infection. Make sure to always wash your hands properly and avoid sick people as much as possible. Make sure to properly prepare food in a hygienic manner to avoid getting an infection from your food. And make sure to keep up to track with vaccinations to prevent bacterial infections. And you should, of course, promote safe use of antibiotic products. You should inform friends and family about antibiotic resistance and prevention methods. Know and teach others how to properly dispose of antibiotic products and prepare food. And of course, convince others to try to buy food products not treated with antibiotics. So is it really worth it? If you want to stay out of the hospital and hopefully not become a victim of an antibiotic resistant strain, I I urge you to follow these basic guidelines. I'd like to thank everybody for watching my speech and have a good day.